Good morning! Happy Monday! Rise and shine! Woohoo! Where is everybody this morning? Ta-da! There you are. Good morning, good morning! Whoop whoop! Really? You guys slept in on a Monday? Come on now. Ha ha! Wake up! We've got empires to build! Good morning! Good morning to everyone. Who's going to give me a big, ah, woo? You know you want to. Scare the bejeebus out of your neighbor or your partner, better yet, your kids. Sneak up right behind them and go, ah, woo! Clean your room. Good morning. Okay. Hey, exactly, Valerie, especially since your last name is Wolf. It really is kind of the law. That's how you have to say, that's your greeting to people. Could be me hitting it wrong. So, who is ready for this crazy, never done it before type of reading here this morning? I'm going to go by the zodiac signs, but all we're talking about is it's all about the money, 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 abundance, prosperity, coin, moolah. Pretty in purple. Thank you so much. Oh, is it coming across purple on your monitor? Even better. Yeah, this is my attempt at maroon, but it is kind of purpley, violety. So I'm kind of connected partway to my root chakra, and kind of connected to my to my crown chakra, or really my third eye chakra, or all them chakras. So my go-to smoothie: baby spinach, green, ooh, wild blueberries, delish. My go-to: chocolate muscle milk and coffee. I did cut out the y'all listen to this. This is craziness. Did everybody have a good weekend? I hope so. Thank you, Kelly B. This color makes me feel expansive. I don't know, expansive. That's the word. It is gonna rain. We're gonna be the rain men and women right up in here this morning. What was I gonna pull up and look? Now I don't remember. Oh, I was gonna pull up something and look. My bad. So, I will, well, first of all, thank you, Coffee Convert. Truly, I cannot get enough coffee, Lisa. I do not even know what the cray-cray of the cray-cray is about that. Honestly, I think I'm probably just going to go to drinking it black like I ultimately did iced tea, because it's all about what I drink. That's so important this morning. Oh my God. So thank you so much to Teapot and Amy. Thank you to my new hairspray. I like it a lot. I like it. Animal cruelty free, vegan. I love it. And also, I really appreciate you all, and more than I can say. So, you know, welcome back to my longtime subscribers. And I think I saw somebody write, hello, Dawn. And if Dawn's here, I want to thank you, Dawn, because a couple weeks ago, I was like, I really want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And you were like, that number seems kind of low. And I was like, you're so nice. But you know what? You're right. That number is low. So I am hoping that you all will help me get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of October. And yes. And so I'm hoping that you will do that. Thank you, Kara. So, you know, if you like the content that is here and you feel like you can share it on your social media or email or your list or whatever, that would be super. Dang it, Lily, you got me. See, that's how easy it is to slip into that. You are so, I choose. See, I'm training myself. I'm like a human trainer. I'm trying like a dog trainer. I'm trying to train my dang self. I choose to have more than 10,000 subscribers by the end of October. Yes. Thank you for sharing my vibes all up of her. So now, Lily, Lily, you're hilarious. Choose, don't hope. And then you said it's hard. Okay, Lily. So we'll handshake on it. We'll pinky promise we'll pinky promise on it. You don't say that's hard, and I won't say I hope, right? Okay, cool. All right, so y'all, there's so much to do today. Just so much to do. And the first thing I have to do though is I've got to ask. I had Spirit come literally whap me in the head so hard I lost my balance in the shower. Literally, I was just like letting the water, go down. I was doing my chakra clearing, getting ready for the live. Whammo, bammo, in comes this message. So if anybody out there, and I'll ask throughout the woot woot wap. Yes, exactly, teapot. Um, and if anybody out there has something they want to do with business, or they're in a business, or they're kind of going through cleaning up a business that has anything to do with cars or automotive, and I kept seeing them as little cars. So I don't know if there's like a miniatures artist out there that is doing something with cars. I don't know if in this just so if you're here, I haven't seen you yet, Tanya. But this is not for you. I know your husband. I know your husband has been a wrench monkey for 30 years. It's really truly not about that. And but it is about somebody that has something to do with cars and business, or they want to have something to do with cars and business. Anybody, can anybody receive this at all? Money, money, money. Well, yes, exactly. Okay. Well, we'll get there. Eventually I will get this message out to somebody, but it is you're on a righter track than you know. I don't know what that means. Now, this could mean that you're looking to my kitty's toys are Hot Wheels all over my house. Oh my God, Nikki. That's hilarious. Because I kept seeing them as little toys. So I don't know if you've got some kind of plan. Well, I do kind of know. We chitty chatted on Facebook for a minute the other day, and I know that you're working towards, getting your own reading business out for more people to see and experience and benefit from, and all of that. But I don't know if the cars have something to do with it. So, uh, Nikki, so Lily, you have Hot Wheels? They murder the feet. Lily, you have Hot Wheels all over the house? Wow. Hey, Mindy. Okay, cool. Dawn, to change your name here, go to the icon in the upper right corner. Dawn, do you want a job? Hey, Mindy, that's awesome. I'm glad you're going to start your own business. Does it have anything to do with cars or automotive? Okay, my son. All right. I don't know. All right. For anybody that's got anything having to do with cars, automotive, but I feel like the cars and the automotive are part of your business, or are part. So Lily, like with you, right? Okay. So this would, I don't want to stretch and make this work, like fit it in, but it's almost like, well, is there something that you're observing your son about to kind of learn for yourself? Meaning, I mean, I hate to go right to this, but it might be even something like, well, you've got to work on your inner child, the child that still believes in magic, that kind of thing. Itzia could totally be that, that kind of thing. And it is, yeah, I don't know, but there's something, and like Itzia with you for sure. If your hubby wants to do Uber, or what's the other one, Lyft, until he gets his dream job, whatever this is y'all are doing, it's right on the money. And if I look like I'm weird, my cats have been, I don't know why, but my cats, the new cats, um, licking my monitor. I'm not really sure why they are compelled to lick my monitor at night when I'm not in here. But the one other thing about cars, and then we're going to move on to the messages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the back of the zodiac. It's not really the back of the zodiac, like Aquarius, and then work my way back up to the chain, so that Aries is the final one that I do. And I'm going to move super fast today, because we have a lot of fun here. We truly do. But there is something that went down this weekend. I know. So weird, right? They are pranksters. It's one of a kind pieces I'm going to make. Yeah. Okay. So, well, yeah, but something hit me this weekend. I don't know that this is true for everybody, but I know that this is deeply, deeply true for a bunch of y'all. Is that literally over this weekend, you had money and goals and dreams be a really big part of your weekend. True or not true? True or not true? Is true or not true? Who had their head all wrapped up in money, making more money? Yeah, okay. Lots of Batmobiles and exotic cars. That's awesome. Oh my God, true. Okay. Well, I really do. Hold on, y'all. Amy is texting me. I think. Okay, great. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Amy. So, y'all, I have to pay just a little bit of attention to my text messages today. Coach Julie. Oh my God. Hey, Coach Julie. How are you, honey? Holy crap. Oh, God, I am sorry. You know what? I totally did not return your Facebook about your soaps. I apologize. Y'all, if you don't know this yet, Coach Julie does these amazing essential oil thingies. Julie, if you want to put your link in the, you know, y'all in the chat, go ahead. And she started a line of soaps that have animals on them, and they're super cute. Really, her stuff's like top drawer. Amy Pittman is a she really is an essential oils junkie, and she was like, oh my gosh, Bernadette, these are amazing. So anyway, so yeah, so put it there. All right, so let me pull up a list of the zodiac signs, because, and you would think that I could remember them. Yeah. And I'm gonna go backwards, but today's, when I say it's going to be serious, what I mean is, other than right now when I'm blah 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 blabbing, I am not going to be blah 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 blabbing. We're going to go right on about my merry business. And what I'm going to do is this way. Instead of, well, no, that's not, no, I'll do it that way. I'll go ahead and I will go ahead and start and pull a card for each zodiac sign. And that way you'll know anything that you have on your mind about money. And when I say this, let me just say it this way. I'm going to also try to answer questions if I'm drawn to it. However, please do not ask me questions like, when will I make money? When will I get a job? When will I, don't do that. That's not specific. And what I'm trying to help you all do, hey Jenny, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. I'm trying to help you all get to a place where when you are reading for yourself, or you go to a reader and you set your intention, it's got to be specific. When will I whatever is not specific. That could be about you're going to do a this in a different dimension, in a different time, in another life. And if you don't think all of you out there, if you don't think you all out there are jumping dimensions, I would really, because you're so empathic and you're so psychic, like deeply connected, I would really encourage you to read about that kind of stuff, because then you'll have a more clear understanding of why you can be like here and then have a conversation with somebody and say something, and they're like, well, you said whatever, and you're like, no, I didn't, or the version of it was different, or whatever. Now, sometimes we just forget, and sometimes, we've just lost our mind for the moment, but sometimes it's due to dimension jumping. I am absolutely convinced of it. I've seen it happen in front of my very eyes. Right, Lisa? Dimension jumping? Crazy. Buenos dias, Natalie. Okay. I see some new names on my channel this morning. Welcome. I love that you're here. Very quickly, let me tell you that I do readings very differently, kind of time to time. And sometimes I will take questions, sometimes I won't. I hope you will understand that I give preference to people who subscribe to my channel and who are longtime followers, because these readings are free, and they're always free, and they'll always be free. So that being said, a whole bunch of y'all texted me, Facebooked me, or whatever about putting that membership together. I am working on it. I promise I'll get it up within the next couple of months. I promise. But I told you guys about a month ago, there's kind of a big thing that I'm exploring in the background, and it really is taking a fair amount of time, but I believe it's going to happen. And when it does, just say this: you ain't seen nothing yet. Bow, bow. And it's going to really allow me to help you advance your spiritual practice, your business, in ways that you cannot possibly fathom, and in all arenas. It's going to be crazy go nuts, cuckoo. So, all right. So we're beginning with Pisces. And so Pisces, the question today, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a card and a spirit animal. And if you guys remember, I read from my own award-winning history-making Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, and it is based on the Rider Waite Smith Tarot system. And then, oh, thank you, Marcia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right Truth. I'm rereading it too. I look in her book all the time. I know all the junk in there. I do. I have for years, but I just really like the way Catherine explains things. Totally, totally. Okay. So I haven't recuperated my Hotmail account. So what I am doing is just pulling a card, and whatever is on Pisces right now, this is for Pisces in this moment, in this dimension, in this year, right now. This is going to be the card and the animal that has to do, it is the message for you regarding your money. And what that can mean is a million different things. Maybe you, well, I'll tell you, I've recently been working with someone who absolutely knows they're really bad with money. If they've got it, if they've got the card, like the ATM card or the credit card or the check or the cash with them, and they're even driving home from work, they've got to stop and buy something. Even if it's a soda, an iced tea, a coffee, they've got to stop and buy something. It's a compulsion with them. And so they're working through that, right? So even if it's something like that, even if it's something like, you've wondering over the weekend why you always seem to go 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. This is about if you know you have fear surrounding bringing more money in, and when I say prosperity and abundance, those are all the all the gentle words people use in the spiritual realm, because apparently it's crass to just say money. Let me explain you something. If you all have never heard of a thing called soul currency, there is a thing called soul currency. And it's what amount of you are you spending and not getting anything in return, where there's no even flow of energy. And of course that happens in relationships. Sometimes relationships are 100% focused on one person, and another time they're 100% focused on another person, and then sometimes they are focused on you didn't miss Aquarius, Mindy. That's the next one, right up from Pisces. And so please don't do that, C. Canuel. Please email it to me, okay? Please don't. C. Canuel, you've got to email it. hal@wildpackwisdom.com. Please, please, please. Okay. So, carp. That's very interesting. You pulled carp. Okay. So what we're going to do is take a little bit of a deep dive as much as we can as time allows, because I really, really do want to give each zodiac sign like a thing some time. And then, just so you all know, I've completely reworked the way I'm doing the spirit animal scopes. I'm only pulling tarot cards and animals, and it's gonna have like 3 sections to it. It'll have like, overall, this is your animal. This animal as it pertains to love and partnerships. This animal as it pertains to money. This animal as it pertains to career. This animal as it pertains to healing of any kind that you're doing. And I'm dividing it like that into chapters. So I am going to what I love and know best, which is teaching. Well, it's not what I know best, but anyway. Okay. So, wow. Okay, Pisces. I don't know if y'all saw me, blah, blah, blah. I have shuffled this deck 5 or 6 times, and I am here to tell you that Pisces, the caterpillar, is the 4 of Pentacles. Now, what we learned last week is that Bernadette did not boof anything up when she shared her screen. And so what I also want to do during these readings, and really pretty much almost everything I do live, is I want you all to see where you can go for resources. So if you're seeing my screen right now, you'll see that over here, no, actually you don't get to see that part of the screen. Okay. Well, all right. Well, you'll get to see the pretty, stuff that's over there. So, what I'm going to do though is get rid of my malware bites. And if you don't know yet, I have the 2 largest resources of free spiritual, metaphysical, esoteric information on the internet. One of them is Building Beautiful Souls, okay? And one of them is whatismyspiritanimal.com. And then we are building witchcraftandwitches.com for the pagan Wiccan witchcraft community, right? Okay. So when you look at this, look at my site, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the pentacles, and I just want to show you some things. So we'll go to the Four of Pentacles, right? Okay, right? Yes, Four of Pentacles. Okay. So when we look at that old boy sitting right there, Four of Pentacles, and I have these infographics so that you can see like at a glance what the traditional Rider Waite meaning of the card is. Having said that, let me say this. The way I describe tarot, you know, in tarot card meanings is absolutely rooted in the traditional symbolism, but I'm very big on putting it into practical application in the everyday world. So Pisces, what I'm here to tell you is if you are not succeeding right now in what you want to achieve in terms of, uh, you know, prosperity, money, whatever, I'm going to blow that up. I hope that's easier for y'all. And yes, I'm very ad heavy on my sites. No, please don't email me about it because sites cost money and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and money to produce this information for free. So all that said, so Vagira 3, I see all your messages everywhere, and while I appreciate your persistence, I will get to Aquarius, and if you can wait 10 minutes until I get to Aquarius, then you'll get your reading for this morning. Asking time and again in 2 different channels is not going to help your cause. I want to read for you, and I'm glad you're here, but constantly barraging both of my streams is not going to help you, so please don't do that. Okay, so Pisces, material success, fear of loss, and greed. All right, so greed is really if the card is inverted, right? But if you take a look at this old boy in the traditional meaning, he's sitting there with coins everywhere, but he's like, they're mine, they're mine, they're mine, they're mine. He's got his 2 feet on one. He's got his arms wrapped around the other. So there's something going on about a scarcity consciousness with you. And how you correlate that, you know, with Caterpillar is they seemingly go very slow. They seemingly are maybe not, and here, let me, hold on. Let me pull this up because this is what I'm trying to do is help you guys get to a place where you, why isn't it up already? Sorry, y'all. I thought I already pulled it up, but I guess I didn't. I want you guys to get to a place where you are empowered to look all of this up for yourself and put it all together yourself, if that makes sense. I was going to pull up the ARC PDF, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I'll pull it up in a minute. But you take a look at the traditional meaning of the card. You see the element is Earth, the zodiac sign is Capricorn. And then you're like, well, okay, well, how does all of this work with Pisces? Because it's fine, well, and good to get a reading for yourself, okay? But how does that blend with your birth totem? Well, what do fish have to do with Capricorn? Well, Capricorn is a sea goat. So I would encourage you to know that within whatever is going on with you about your scarcity consciousness, there's a fair amount of emotion wrapped up in that, which makes a lot of sense because Pisces is a water sign, right? So your reading for today would be, let me open my book, y'all. Sorry, give me just a second. Usually I have it open right in front of me because I'm referring to it all the time. Sorry, sec, just give me a sec. Oh, good Lordy mercy. Where is anything when I want it? Hold on. Hold, please. I should have had this open. I didn't. My bad. I'll get it. Okay, so what I want you to do is start putting all of this together. But here's the thing. This is for every deck that you use. Every single deck. And what that means is when I get to turning out these videos starting next week and teaching you guys tarot card by tarot card by tarot card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, and I think I shared this already, I'm going to gather permission from people that have a number, lots of different kinds of cards so that we can really take a look in those cards and see what is going on in regards to um please tell me this is the right one. Yes, thank you, be bejeebus. Okay, here we go. So let me go into my little file and we will find Caterpillar. So what you'll find in the book is in the book of the arc, the card is explained first, and then what the animal means as a spirit, totem, and power animal. And what some of this has to do. Thank you, Nikki, very, very, very much. Thank you so much for the donation. So all of that being said, one of the reasons that Caterpillar wanted to be the spirit, totem, and power animal for the Four of Pentacles is when you have a scarcity consciousness, really what that boils down to is some kind of emotional mindset belief that maybe you're not so confident that you can emerge. Maybe you're not so confident in your potential or what that you can reach your own goals. But if you mine too, little C, big C, sits right on my, y'all, let me tell you something. I'll look the fool sometimes because people are like, what is this animal in the deck? I'm like, there are 149 cards in this deck. Sometimes it comes right to me. Mostly it doesn't. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I gotta look. But what I'm hoping that you all will do is get used to being or hope that you will resonate with becoming an intuitive reader. So let's say that you open any book of any deck, because y'all, there are some amazing decks out there. And if you all don't know the artist, the deck artist, Ciro Marchetti, that's how he says it. He's got umpteen decks out there. He is arguably the best-selling tarot deck creator of all time, like insanity. And he has graciously agreed to allow me to include his cards in the educational series that I'm doing. So what will happen is when you'll get used to it, when you start to thumb through someone's book and you're like, okay, oh wow, this phrase really stands out to me, right? Okay. So I don't know why, but for you all today, the intention that I set was Pisces. What are the messages that have to do with Pisces and money? And I'm reading through everything and I'm like, I'm really drawn to this. Metamorphosis is one of the universe's miracles. Okay. If you're going through a change and you're super stressed for money, the transformation may not seem it may not seem like a miracle. It might seem more like a prison sentence or you're getting punished for something. Somebody asked me the other day, listen, this is just my opinion. Let me just say it now though. Somebody said the other day that another reader had told them that all of the bad stuff, negative stuff, whatever that had been happening to them was because they were working off someone else's karma. What? What? Okay. I guess I've heard that before. I guess it could be possible because none of this is 100% provable by science. Let's be clear. Metaphysics is called a pseudoscience by many scientists who secretly study it, but they don't talk about it out loud or they'll never get their grants and their funding and nobody will ever take them seriously. But there really is a science behind this. But in terms of what I can prove about psychics or remote viewing or, all that, because it's not replicatable 100% of the time for 100% of the people, because there's no formula, it's not provable. But I guess in theory, you could carry someone else's karmic load if you decided to carry their, electricity. But that's a whole philosophical conversation for another time. And in the moment, I'm like, I don't know about that. But I keep being drawn to this, which would say Metamorphosis is a miracle. Evolution in sparkling magic motion. It doesn't matter how physically or spiritually gawky we feel at life's various stages. The best of what we can become, all that potential will eventually burst forth at the right time, and it may require a leap of faith. Okay. So if you've got a scarcity mindset going on, you're frustrated, you just can't see your way out of the situation, so on and so forth, get over it. This is the card that tells you move past being the Four of Pentacles. Move past being this guy that's sitting there, you know, harumphing because he's terrified he's going to lose his money. And if you haven't been to Building Beautiful Souls yet, know that I've got everything in chapters, so you can skip right to the key symbolic meanings. Well, right. Okay. So, well, you should be. Oh, you should be. What's wrong? Okay, so now, excellent. I've got a jump link that's not working. But if you scroll down to the bottom of an article, you're going to see what the Four of Pentacles card means in numerology. 4 is associated with divine mercy and the planet Jupiter, generosity, good things, overindulgence. Where is my list of... Wow. Okay, excellent. So I've got something to fix on here. Okay. So you'll find the overall meaning of the card, and then you'll find out what the specific meaning of the card is if it's upright, and what it means reversed. And again, my articles apply it to real world. So at this moment, and I'm only spending this amount of time on Pisces as an example of how I'm going to move through the rest of these readings today, is just changes. If you see change as a miracle, it will be a miracle. If you will allow yourself to go through the caterpillar phase, bust out of your cocoon to become the butterfly, there's literally, you can accomplish anything you want to. But this is very specifically about money. Now, again, I know some of you answered in the chat that this weekend, money was very much on your mind. And so for this money tarot reading today, man, I am hoping that this is really very helpful to you, because when it hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday, I was sitting here doing some other stuff in my office, and I was told that there's some heavy energy out there with the wild pack as regards that. So, Pisces, I sincerely hope that was helpful. And now let me get on to... there we go. So now we're going to go to Aquarius. All right. So Aquarius, this is super interesting. So I went ahead and I drew 12 cards, and Bald Eagle has come out, which is the Emperor card, and that's very interesting for an Aquarius, and I'll tell you why. Of course I will. That's why you come get the live tarot readings. Okay. So let's look up the Emperor in the Arc, just because it's my deck and I'm using it, and you know, I'm working with the animals and that kind of thing. And you don't have to. And I can never spell this right. Emperor. Okay. Why can I never spell this right? Because I always say I can't spell it right. Okay. So we talk about the Emperor card. We talk about the Bald Eagle. But before we even get there with Bald Eagle, let's look up what the Emperor card is in the traditional Rider Waite tarot card meanings, because some of you may have every single card and all of its, you know, deep symbolism and meanings memorized. I've been working with tarot for over 25 years, and every day I flip a card, when people want me to flip a card for them, I see something new that strikes me for them. Now you talk about Aquarius. Okay. Aquarians are the great visionaries. You all can see the future, because you always can see what will be, what could be. And it is the perfect card to be an emperor, because I'm very drawn to this, which looks like a hand grenade. It's not. It's like a peach or an apple or something. But if you're going to be an emperor, you've got to be able to be a visionary so that you can see into the future and and do the best for whatever your kingdom is all about, right? Whatever this is that you want to let me just put it as plain as I can, Aquarians. In regards to money, whatever you think you're being called to do, or a vision that you're being called, but it sounds kooky to you, or you're afraid of what others might think because it's kooky. Oh yeah, Teapot, thanks. Thank you very much for pulling that link. You guys, I totally forgot also. I'm so into the tarot and the animals right now. If you go to this site, buildingbeautifulsouls.com, you'll find nobody on the internet has a zodiac sign section like I do. I've got totally completely different full articles, like 4,000 word articles about zodiac signs compatibility, men's zodiac signs, women's zodiac signs, Chinese zodiac signs, Native American, Celtic zodiac signs for kids, Chinese zodiac signs for kids. And then I was feeling goofy one time and I wrote a whole funny Chinese zodiac signs thing. Check it out. It's really about the signs, but it's from a comics point of view. And then when you take a look at bald eagle, well, that bird is always associated with Father Sky, right? Okay. So, I don't even know what there is to say other than it's Hops, my part pot-bellied pig, part Chihuahua snoring to beat the band in the background. Sorry, y'all. She won't stay out of I can't put her anyplace else. She'll go crazy. If I wake her up, she's just going to go back to sleep and saw logs. So whatever this is going on with you about money, Aquarius, I don't care how kooky it sounds. And wow. Okay. Aquarians in here. Aquarians in this today. Okay, Aquarians in this tarot reading today. Hit me up in the chat if you are like if you something about this last couple of years, and we don't discuss COVID on my channel, and vaccinations and religion and politics. We don't discuss that. I just don't. We don't. But there's something that has happened since COVID where your vision of what you vision the way that you're going to make money, or want to make money, or more money, or transition careers, or open your own business, or something, that because something through the COVID thing has made you pull your vision back so it's smaller. Don't do that. That is the bass-ackwards way of thinking right now. You're actually supposed to be taking flight and soaring and looking at everything from a higher perspective, a broader perspective. And it's, listen, y'all, in my lifetime, when I was a kid, I managed a chocolate chip cookie company in the Paddock Mall in Ocala for like 6 months. I was not set for that. I've done stand-up comedy. I've done theater. I've been a singer. I've owned a topiary company. I manage child and young adults in Hollywood for years. I'm a master level acting coach, and now I'm a psychic medium and publisher. Okay, that's kind of a kooky life, right? Kooky. But my mom always taught me that if you're willing to work hard for something, you can achieve whatever you want. And in that, I'm working for my own prosperity, my own money, to stop telling myself I've got to work hard. Because I do work hard, but why do I have to do that? That makes no sense. Right? You get it. Okay. So something about Father Sky and the Emperor card is really calling to Aquarius in a humongous way. You've got to look at things broader. And so what I am hearing at the moment is to make no apologies. Is to make absolutely no apologies. So I would tell you that if you are digging your feet in the ground, let's say that you want to open a little coffee shop or a tea. Does somebody out there want to open a tea room? I keep hearing tea room, tea room, tea room, tea room. Does somebody out there want to open a tea room? Okay. Okay. Somebody out there wants to do something with tea. Whether you've got a small tea and coffee shop, a tea room, maybe you want to launch your own line of herbal teas or healing teas or medicinal teas, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Nope. I really think it's a tea room. Even if you have your own blends that you're going to do and whatnot, there is. Oh, there you go. I want to start a mobile tea party business. That's why they call it psychic, y'all. Okay. OMT. Get it? OMT? I got it. I still got it. I still got it. Puns are my life, y'all. Okay, listen. Okay, I'm going to make me some canna tea today. Okay, listen. Jacqueline Hepler, I'm telling you right now, that is a fantastic idea. And it can range from little girl tea parties, well, children, it doesn't have to be just little girls, it can be little girls and little boys, all the way up to like adult, like super high-end teas and super high-end pastries and super high-end whatever. I'm telling you, I don't know what zodiac sign you are, and it doesn't matter. This message is for anybody out there that wants to do a tea business or whatever, something about the teas. So I was just shown that, and I really, oh goodness, I really, 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 really encourage you to sit with Emperor the Tarot, the tarot card, maybe look at the Emperor description in a number of different decks, and then read everything you can about the eagle, maybe even get yourself a little eagle totem or something like that. I am lit up from the inside out. So that is not financial advice, and it is not business. It is not business advice, but it's spiritual metaphysical. It's a spiritual metaphysical reading. So there you go. So when I say I really mean that's what's being downloaded. Mostly sleepy time. Okay. So there we go. Moving on. High school animal was an eagle and I was a cheerleader. And there you have it. Okay. So all that being said, I hope that's helpful, Aquarius. We are moving on to, Lord, I can't, Capricorn. The sea goat. Okay, Cappies. Y'all, alphanumerica 1, that is Brill. You know what? This isn't even a channel about teaching. We're a metaphysical think tank. That's it. We are the metaphysical think tank. It is the dealio. Okay, Capricorns. This is the perfect card for you. Like, the perfect card. Beaver, 7 of Cups. Okay, wait, there it is. Beaver, 7 of Cups. Okay, here's why that's the perfect card for you. I have yet to encounter a Capricorn that will not work their tail into the ground. Get it? Beaver tail. Okay. Now, it's super... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sweet bejeebus. Okay. Thank you, Teapot, for putting that stuff in. I really appreciate it. More than I can say. I'd totally forgotten it, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, Mindy, you're on the cusp of Aquarius and Capricorn. Girl, I would hold a gratitude ritual every day. You're the perfect blend of both worlds. You're visionary, but Capricorns, once they get, first of all, they think everything is their responsibility, right? Everything and everybody. But when they get committed to a job or a task or a goal, even Taurus, who will stay on things literally until they go, whoa, and keel over, right? Based on the Capricorns and Taurians that I have encountered in my personal life, I don't have a poll or any, data to back this up other than my own observations. Capricorns work longer and stay the course longer than Taurians, because Taurians will stay in a horrible situation because they dislike change so much, but Cappies will change. And while they're not, they're not mutable like, Pisces or Gemini or Libra, they're not, that go with the flow kind of thing as much, but they are a sea goat. So they do have, they do have the, that emotional element with them. So all that said, okay. No, Mindy, the eagle is not the Aquarius spirit animal for today. The Aquarius, hey Dawn, the Aquarius spirit animal for today is the beaver. Now, why this is super important. If you don't know, I am completely and totally addicted to and fascinated by Chef Gordon Ramsay. So I watch everything about him. Like, I've even gone back to 2008 or 10 or whatever Master Chefs. Okay. So there was this crazy old coot trying to get into the show, and God love this fella. His specialty is roadkill. Not kidding. If he rolls up on something that is freshly dead, he will pluck it out of the road, check it for whatever, make sure that it's okay, and then he'll cook it and eat it. All right. What this has to do with Capricorn is, because Beaver showed up, and I was thinking last night, I wonder if Beaver is gonna show up and give this lesson. Aquarians, where you're reading today, where your tarot reading for your zodiac sign today is, whatever you're dreaming, it's not big enough, and you go for it. Capricorns, what your message is today is, be super careful of what you're committed to, because even though you're super smart, Capricorns also tend to not really seek outside counsel. They are a counsel all unto themselves. And so that, yes, resourceful. It is gross, but resourceful, Kelly B. If you're referring to this guy who appeared at Master Chef with a beaver tail, and he filleted a beaver tail and fried it up in a pan. Whatever. It was not a good idea. Now, having said that, it did get him past the first round, and he did go into the final 24, where he got cut literally within seconds because he was no cook. But Capricorns are the oldest earth sign, ancient knowledge. I did not know that. Okay, so all of that being said, when you're the emperor, and I don't remember, it was, oh, who was it? Who was the famous Roman emperor who constantly had someone walk behind him when he was out in public and constantly whisper in his ear, "You're only a man, you're only a man, you're only a man," because he never wanted to become so in his ego or so puffed up that he couldn't see basically the emperor's new clothes. So if you don't know that story about the emperor and he went to get a suit of new clothes, and the tailors didn't have the material, so they pretended, because he would have killed them, he would be an off with your head kind of emperor. They pretended to make him something and oohed and awe over it, but he was naked as a jaybird. And they let that old boy walk the streets of whatever his fictitious kingdom was. And everybody was like clapping and looking because he was naked. And one little boy went, "He's got no clothes on. He's naked." It's that kind of moment. This is like your beaver moment. So work hard and be the emperor, because you've got the literal power to make anything happen that you want to happen, Capricorn. But be judicious about what you're seeing, and be judicious about being willing to see that maybe you've got an emperor's new clothes idea going on, or an emperor's new clothes way of going about things. You might think that your way is the right way, the best way, and Marcus Aurelius, I think that's it. Yeah, his birthday suit. So, absolutely. It could have been any one of those old boys way back in the day. So there you have it. I really hope that's helpful, Capricorn. Man, I hope that's helpful, because you're very rarely wrong. Okay, Scorpio. Now, I'll tell you what's kooky about this. So for those of you that don't know, Bernadette is a triple Scorpio. And Bernadette is Mama Bear. And for some bizarre reason, the Queen of Pentacles, which is the bear, has come out. Now, I always tell you all this, and for right now, it's going to remain especially true. These readings are about y'all, but I'm in it because I'm part of it. So by extension, the messages and the readings that flow through me are also for me, but that's for every reader. It is did I miss Sag? I totally missed Sag. I did. I did this last time. What am I doing? Did I miss Sag? I did. My bad. Sorry, y'all. I'm just going to count this for both, though, because I already started downloading the messages. So hold on. So hold on. Now I've got to hear it for 2 signs. It was weird. I was looking right at Sagittarius and heard Scorpio. See, that's why you got to be careful about reading for yourself. I'm not reading for myself right now, but I can't honestly say that when I saw Queen of Pentacles, I didn't immediately shift my focus. Let me check in. Nope. No, it really is about that. Okay. This is kind of crazy. Really kind of crazy. These are the next 2 cards. The Devil, which is the shark, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is the bear. In theory, bear should have been for Sag, and devil should have been for Scorpio, but for whatever reason, I'm hearing that you've got them both. Because the ruling planets of them are Jupiter and Mars. And that is a powerhouse. That is a packed powerhouse now. Is somebody out there, well, hey, from Australia, is there somebody out there that is, or a bunch of y'all out there that are cusp babies between Saggy and Scorpio? I don't know. Let me just say that it's almost like the roles are flip-flopped, meaning, if you just look at it on the face of things, it would make more sense for the shark, the devil card, to come out for Scorpio, because Scorpios can get deeply obsessed with the dark, and we can get deeply obsessed with going deep. That's a fact. And that's not, what's weird is, it's the devil card, the shark, for Scorpio, for the Scorpio zodiac sign. It's almost like I'm seeing Scorpio and Sagittarius, almost like the Pisces or the Gemini or the whatever. And they're not really alike, except for Sagittarius's I see, right? And that's about philosophical things and deeply, the things, the esoteric and things that other people just don't see the depth of. And they always want to know to the depths, right? But Scorpio takes it way farther than that, because it incorporates, whereas Sagittarius is kind of like a student, but doesn't really respond so much emotionally. That's all Scorpio is a big ball of emotion, right? And so I don't know why okay, for all of y'all that are Scorpios, let me just say this. This is blowing my mind. You've got to take the deep dive about, okay, y'all, I'm serious now. Okay, listen. If you're a Scorpio and you're listening to this, even if you're on the cusp, even if you're a Sag just on the cusp of Scorpio, please, if you're willing, if you're comfortable, please put in the chat, just put yes. But for people that are, and I'll even expand it, you could be a cusp baby. You could have a lot of, you could be a Scorpio with a lot of Sag in your chart. You could be a Sag with a lot of Scorpio in your chart. But something about the both of you, it's almost like you said over the weekend. Let me tell you what I said last week. I've had enough of the weight that I've put on since I've had to be on, and I say I've had to be on this medication. I'm stopped saying it since I got sick in 2019, and I've just had enough with the weight that I've put on, and I just got cleared 2 years later to go ahead and start working my muscles. And there's a lot of atrophy, and they're weak, and they're whatever. And y'all, I'm a farm girl, man. I used to be able to lift a Volkswagen with like one arm, okay, like honestly, and a Fiat in the other. Okay, so 100-pound bags of horse feed and hay bales. Please hold my beer. So this is something. And so I decided last week I've had enough. So I started with a personal trainer. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a thing called functional medicine, but I've got an appointment to see a really amazing functional medicine person in Jacksonville, about an hour and a half away. That's it, man. I am reclaiming my health. I've had enough. If I can will everything else to happen, there's no reason I can't will this autoimmune BS out of my... I'm done. There is something about yoga, for real, right? But there is something about Saggy Scorpio that when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance, when it comes to prosperity, you've had enough. You just had enough. Enough. And you've drawn the line in the sand. You just aren't exactly 100% sure where to go now that you've drawn the line in the sand. So just please put in the chat, yes, this makes sense to you. Yeah, steroids are no joke. I hate them. They don't do to me what they do to other people. They don't make me hungry at all. They're like the greatest appetite suppressant, but then they caused high blood pressure and long story. I don't like meds. We were never given meds as a kid. I'm super sensitive to them. I can't stand them, and I've got to get off of them. I've had it. So all of that being said, okay, listen, y'all. This is something super, super, super deep diving about money, prosperity, direction in life, direction in career, direction in what, and even more specifically about what you want to give to the world. What's so crazy is, whereas normally if a devil card comes out for a Scorp, you're going to say, you're a little obsessed. Cut yourself free from the chains. You're not chained to this. You can come and go as you please. Don't be obsessed. But now is the time for you to be obsessed. Not in an unhealthy way, but now is the time for you to be focused like you've never been focused in your life before, ever. And oppositely, when you take a look at Sag, they're the ones not upset. Well, they do get obsessed when they're chasing something, but you're actually being told to back off and go into the cave a little bit like Mama Bear would do. Okay, let me tell you this exactly as I'm hearing it. Because the money is already inside of you. Oh, I know exactly what that means. You're the product. You're the product. So what that means is, let's say you want to start I don't know, and call me if you do this, because I'll come there. One of those wine and art studios, where you get a beer and wine license and you serve booze and you do art of different kinds. Those places used to be super fun. I don't know how many are open after the COVID drama, but let's say you want to do that. It's not about that. You're the product. So, obviously what immediately comes to mind is a healer, a reader, it could even be teaching, but you're the product. You're the product. You're the product. And so, you're the product. So you're aiming at the wrong thing. You've got to aim at yourself, and you've got to go super deep inside. So I'm really being told to drive this home. Booze and art. Okay. Okay. Somebody put in the chat, something they've had an idea to do, but they haven't moved forward because it's not mainstream. It seems too kind of weird to do whatever, um or you're afraid people are going to judge you. It's I want a shop where you can make your own DIY self-care kits. So see, why is that right? Okay, exactly. That's fantastic. Oh my god. Like a self-care spa. I wonder if there's a play on words that you could do. Who was it that wrote that? Wait, hold on. Natasha. I wonder if there's a play on words you could do where you could call it SOS, because it's the place you would go. You would send out an SOS, and it's a place where you would come to save yourself. What are the yeah. Okay. Um yeah, like Kara, what you're talking about, like taking your coaching biz to Instagram or TikTok. If you think that's odd or off the beaten path, it's not anymore. Now maybe you might be like, yeah, of course you can do that. Jacqueline, you can start a thread on the forums, but don't use it to hawk your readings, and don't I can't be responsible for the readings. Like if you, not you, but if somebody reads for somebody else and it results in them doing whatever, I could get held responsible for it. So that's why I stay away from that. Um yeah, that's why I stay away from that. So yes, but no. What I will tell you, Jacqueline, is that when you offer information for free, and you're offering value and things that make sense, and that then people will naturally say, could I have your email? And you could email them, so on and so forth. Teapot, I haven't either. They're my forums, and every day I'm like, I've got to get on the forums, and every day my day blows up, and I'm anyway. But I gotta fix that. I totally do. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, people that make things. Yeah, that's different. Totally different. Totally get it. Okay. So all I'm gonna say is, there's something about this for y'all where the roles are almost reversed. Almost the roles are reversed. And Saggy and Scorp, you might find that you are want to be in a partnership, or you're approached about a partnership by man, I gotta get going on these readings. You might be that you're approached in a partner by a Sagittarius, and vice versa. Man, I hope that was helpful. Okay. Libra, are you ready? Okay, so that was the Sagittarius and Scorpio tarot reading for today, for this week. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? This doesn't get any better. This is crazy. Libra, the great lover of beauty. And there you have it, the Nine of Pentacles, the white peacock. Now, if we take a look, if you're still looking at the screen, right? Okay, and you take a look at, dun, 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 where are you? You go to the Nine of Pentacles, you're going to see this independent businesswoman standing in a sumptuous gown with her hawk on her hand. And it's heaven on earth. She's an independent businesswoman, and because it's upright, this is all about good investments. If you look, and this is again why I want to bring up the cards, you guys. Like, I'm super drawn. I'm very drawn to the actual coins themselves. And I keep tasting the grapes, but the rest of the card is inconsequential for me as the psychic or intuitive reader who's giving, the Libra tarot reading for today. I keep seeing something tactile, physical. So for instance, Libras that are on here now, I would encourage you to know that whatever you want to do about your money is going to involve your hands. I know how broad that sounds, believe me. But let's say that you I keep seeing you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to get your hands dirty. And my hands are heating up like I'm about to do a healing session. So what are the Libras out there that have money on their mind? Alpha Numerical 1, okay, you're a Libra. What are the Libras out there that have something they want to do with their hands that is healing, or you want to create something with your hands? Libra, I'm working hard on getting my business up and going, sucking, but have another idea. Okay. Little C, big C, does it have to do with working with your hands? Because let me tell you something. Peacocks are all about presenting yourself into the world like, ha. But now you're talking about a white peacock. And so now you're talking about, you make chakra bracelets. Okay, there you have it. Okay. What I will say is, when a solid white animal comes to you in traditional symbolism and meaning about spirit, totem, and power animals, that's about a direct connection to and a direct message from the divine. Now, with where the world is today, having to do with color, if you adhere to that ideology, it's possible somebody could sneer at you or whatever. But history is history, and tradition is tradition, and sometimes tradition is to be broken, or go through the glass ceiling of it, and that's totally cool, right? For some people, creating spell candles, that kind of thing, excellent. Okay, so that said, if divine to you is the color pink, if teal is the color of the divine, only you have a relationship with the divine, whatever you think that is, or you may not even think there is a divine. Only you have the knowledge of what color it is, but traditionally speaking, a white peacock just screams money in whatever form. And I keep hearing inheritance. Are there any Libras out there that are waiting to hear on an inheritance, or are about to get an inheritance, or who are expecting an inheritance? I just keep hearing inheritance. Libras? Y'all, there's not enough iced coffee in the world for this old girl today, let me just say. Maybe. CCANUL, is that a maybe about the inheritance? Maybe. I love it when people say that. Maybe. Possibly. Okay. All right. I don't know who it is. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I don't know who it is, Libra. But there's something about an inheritance. So if you are not you may not even know about it yet. I don't think it'll be a ton, but it'll be enough where you go, okay, that's cool. Oh, might lead to doing portraits of deceased loved ones, animals, animal friends, if there's an inheritance, not aware of it yet. Okay, Alpha Numerica 1, let me just tell you this. If you're thinking about doing soul portraits of people's animals and their loved ones that have crossed over, or even whether they're loved or their soul portrait, and do it right now. Get your hands all up in that paint. Do it. I'm telling you, do it. Okay. All right. I love y'all too. Thank you, Mary Margaret. I actually just offered it to a former student battling cancer, and she was very receptive to it. Offered what? An inheritance? No. You must mean... You're welcome, Alpha Numerica 1. Oh, you must mean energy healing. Okay, cool. Y'all, let me tell you something. No joke. I'm working with a friend of mine, many decades of a friend, and her husband is fighting for his life right now, COVID. And it's a really long story, but I've been teaching her along the way how to do the energy healing herself, and I got her permission. And I feel very confident her husband would have given me permission also to do energy work. And while I can't prove it, because you can never prove that, he went from 2 deflated lungs and a puncture and pneumonia that wouldn't go away, um, oxygen sats that were like, I don't know, 40, 20. His lungs have reinflated. His sats are at 95. They lowered his oxygen by 50%. And they had been on her for a week about, you really need to sign a DNR. There's nothing we can do for him. You're going to have to face reality. And then this was my favorite thing they said. And we really think he wants to go. What? Don't get me started on that. And I've got to move on. But there you go. Please, Libra, I'm begging you. I am begging you. I'm begging you to look into the Nine of Pentacles and the White Peacock. This is no joke. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Virgo. Now this is very interesting. Virgo, for your tarot reading, the Virgo tarot reading for this week is Manatee, 5 of Cups inverted. Now, it's going to seem like I'm cutting it short because, we're getting past the 10 o'clock mark. But I promise I am not. I promise I am not. This is the most clear and simple message. I can't even begin to tell you how clear and simple this is. First of all, let's just look up the old 5 of Cups. Man. Okay. Virgos, y'all aren't ever so really one to turn over and expose your underbelly. It's way too risky for you emotionally. And so you tend to suffer loss, maybe more than other people, only in terms of how you just won't reach out or seek the help or allow the help in or the love in sometimes. And when the Manatee card is inverted, that's to let you know better times are ahead, just like it reads in the infographic, right? But if you look at this, okay, this old boy or woman is standing there grieving over the spilled cups here. But by focusing so much on these that are spilled, he does not see what's behind him that is full, right? Okay. So that said, I would really encourage you to remember that the wine of life is what's being spilled out of these cups. Cups, in the minor arcana, cups are considered, oh, happy birthday, Natasha! And you're Virgo. Happy birthday to Natasha. Happy birthday to Natasha. Happy birthday, dear Natasha. Happy birthday to you. Woo woo. Happy birthday to Natasha. What an honor you're spending part of your birthday with us. Oh my God, I hope your day is filled with like love and laughter and magic galore and lots of cookies. I keep tasting cookies. Are you a cookie freak? Like a chocolate chip cookie freak or some kind of cookie freak? Okay, cool. So, all that said, when a manatee rolls over for you in the water, they really do want belly scratches, as I discovered earlier in the year when I went diving with them. And they really are big sea puppies. That's really what they are. So there's something about you, Virgo, as it pertains to, okay, Virgos, are you going through a thing right now where you are embarrassed to tell people, or you're trying to hide some kind of kerfuffle there is about, some kind of kerfuffle that you're having about finances or money? I feel like there's something that Virgos at large, and you may not be able to take this, but I suspect you probably can in some way. There's some kind of kerfuffle you're having about money that is You've got to reach out for help. You've got to expose your underbelly. And the people that you do that with, you can trust, and they will help you. So all of that being said, okay, Gypsy Nana, have so much fun. Where's Gypsy Nana going? What's happening? I'm missing all the fun. I don't know what you're doing, Gypsy Nana, but have a good time. Okay, so when you take another look at this card, okay, and you take a look at the fluid from the bottom of the cup is green, so it's not wine. That was in these cups. You go back to that. You go back to the colors, right? Here is the color, and we can miss that. This color that spilled out of this cup is not red. What does this color mean? And then this one is brown. So this is why I'm saying, and over here you've got arches. What's on the other side of those? What can you go through that with, right? And why would you go through that? Look at, the castle over here. Look at the lands and the trees, and look at this beautiful blue, and look at the land that he's on, the orange, the bright orange. There's so much that goes into there is so much that goes into an intuitive reading if you're really being open to it. But again, this really is short for you, Libras. It is about, there's something going on with money for you right now. You are keeping it to yourself. You've got to expose your underbelly a bit, and it really is going to get better. It really, really is going to get better. You're going to let go of the past. Because you're really beating up on yourself. All I can hear in my head is one of you Virgos going, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. Not I made a mistake in this moment. Not I made a wrong judgment call, because everyone does, about something. I don't know, y'all, but you got to get past it. You've got to get past it. Okay, so Libra, Virgo. I really hope that was helpful. So Leo, this is the Leo, which is kind of kooky, because Leo, your card, your tarot reading, the Leo tarot reading for this week is the Page of Swords, which is the cat inverted. Okay, interesting. So, any Leos here? Any Leos in the bunch? Or you've got Leo in a significant place in your that's funny. Okay. Leo. Even if you are not a straight up Leo, but you've got Leo in some of the significant places. Okay, Mary Margaret, excellent. Okay, Leo's my ascending sign. Fantastic. What I'm hearing from the Page of Swords, I'm literally looking at a child. Not just a young person, but a literal child. And this cat might as well be a kitten. There is something going on here about a maturity thing where you are being asked to be more mature when it comes to finances and money. You're asked to grow up right now. That the time for being young, and please, I am not insulting you, I promise, and I'm not taking a swipe at you. Those are the words that are being shown to me at the moment. That it is time to grow up. And what that means is this. Y'all, it can be very difficult for people to make the hard choices. Very difficult. And before you write me, don't write me, because I'm not picking on you. It's just what's coming to me. One of my favorite things in life is to hear a mom or a dad bitch, wail, and moan, they can't afford XYZ for their kids because prices have this and this has done this and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And there they are smoking a pack of $12 cigarettes, because aren't packs of cigarettes like $7, $8, $9, $10, $12 these days? Or they're doing that and picking up a six-pack every night. Or buying lotto tickets. Or. Because that is immature. Immature, period. End of story. Let's say that it is a person who what I'm trying to think. Y'all, when I look off like this and I get quiet, it's because I'm hearing other things. It's also about playing with fire. And what I'm saying about that is, you know, when kittens are kittens, they may not know any better than to walk up and slap your Great Dane in the nose. And your Great Dane, or your this or your that or whatever, you know, may snap at them. Hopefully they don't gobble them down for lunch. But a more mature cat will know not to pop that dog in the nose. A more mature cat will sit there and study it for a bit and be usually pretty slow in, you know, going up to it. Okay. So all of that said, there is a maturity and leadership that you're being asked to step up to and step into. That the time for being a novice at something is over. It's over. You've got to become like an expert, right? Okay. An expert. Okay. Oh my God. That's what I just started this weekend thinking, this weekend. I'm working toward it. And I'm a Virgo that's been calling myself stupid. Stephine, don't call yourself stupid. That's Mama Bear talking. Don't do that. Now, especially you. My God. Especially you. You are crazy smart. Okay. Like you just said, I've realized how stupid I am to make... Okay, listen. Stop calling yourself stupid, number one. Just say, I've just got to mature. Got to mature. Ah, there we go. You're welcome. Yes, ma'am. Okay, there you have it. Okay, I really hope that was helpful, because that's kind of a big thing. That's a big thing to tell a Leo. Well, that's a big thing to tell anybody, and I really hope nobody's offended. But I don't mind if it disturbs your demons, because if you will just kind of... Well, it's the same kind of thing. I think I told you guys I'm all up in the cryptocurrency space, right? And there's this particular, and I told y'all about it. It's called Ecomi Omi. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to go out and buy Ecomi Omi. But I did mention, if you guys have anybody that's really into gaming or collectibles, comic books or whatever, check out the VEVE app and see what that is all about. It's the company that has the coin VV or Ecomi Omi, right? Okay. So my sister, because she's retired, has time to sit around and learn all of these trading things, and the Ikimoku cloud, and this kind of wave, and the Fibonacci sequence, and how to read all the, you know, she's doing all the TA, right? All the analysis, the technical analysis, and she's teaching me a little bit every day, because I don't have the time to sit around and learn about it, right? Okay. So I asked her over the weekend, I'm like, do you think I've made a bad investment in this? Because we were looking at the technical analysis and weighing this and weighing that. She said, absolutely not. It just is not acting like the other coins because of XYZ, XYZ. But here's where it's at today. But as much as I am behind this technology, really, really, really invested in their vision, emotions are not the thing to really get all up into when you're considering money. Now, that's not saying don't be passionate. No one's telling a Leo not to be passionate. what's being said is there's a mature way of looking at it and there's an immature way of looking at it. And a lot of that has to do with your willingness to see the truth. There you have it. You're getting a lung test next week. I feel confident you have lungs. What is going on, Lily? You okay? All right. Let us know. Okay. All right. So, now Cancer. Here is the Cancer tarot reading for this week. Here we go. This is the blue-footed booby, which is the Two of Swords. Now, let me just show you guys the Two of Swords because, again, this is about as easy of a, this is what it's all, what's it all about? This is so easy for you. It couldn't get any easier. Swords. Okay, we're looking at the Suit of Swords. And we're looking at the Two of Swords. Okay. So, I am super drawn. This is this old gal. She's sitting there. She thinks she's got a blindfold on. But that blindfold could come off at any time. But when it comes to... Did I miss Gemini like a schmuck? No. Gemini is right after this one. No. Gemini is right after Cancer. Okay. When I take a look at this and I step into the energy of this card for Cancer, and then I also go back to... oh gosh, where did it go already? Did I click? No. And I go back to the arc, right? Okay. And I put in Two of Swords. And we see, okay, well, what is really the blue booby all about, right? The blue-footed booby. What does that even really mean? Okay. It is... Let me tell you why I'm being quiet. I'm hearing one thing from Spirit that is the message for you all. And I'm hearing another thing from Spirit that is the teaching component of this. And what that means is you can be any kind of reader you want to be. And some people are only ever going to be comfortable memorize. Yes, Mama Bear did not freeze. She was listening. Some people are only ever going to be comfortable with knowing the meanings of the cards and straight up just repeating the meanings of the cards. Okay. But I would invite you to consider that there is you will find the experience more enriching for both you and the client or family or friends, or if you want to read for yourself in yourself, if you will allow yourself to be in communion and communication with the medicine and energy, the literal living energy of the blue-footed booby, the animal itself, and the living energy of the Two of Swords, because that old gal in there, the Two of Swords, is a living entity. Period. It's a thought form. Okay. The Two of Swords always comes up when somebody's at a crossroad and an indecision. And all I can see, when you start looking at the inverted meaning in the traditional Rider Waite Tarot deck, which is what the arc is based on, the deck that I read from, when you get down to the reversed card meanings, it means that the imbalance, that the imbalance energy that's in the upright meaning of the card has been brought more back to balance, but it's still imperfect. And what that means in blue-footed booby is you'll still need to negotiate permanent peace terms. The last argument, and this can be an argument that you were having with yourself, may be over, but that's only because the two of you lost your voices from all of that yelling. The two of you can actually mean two sides of you. So Stephine, for instance, one part of her has got dreams and ambitions and wants to be confident. And the other part of her, the other voice is, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid. Okay. Blue-footed booby is nothing if not unapologetic, with flaming blue legs and feet, and and when it, wants to, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, it does its little mating dance. Well, it's not really little. It is, it's really, oh, I just love the blue-footed booby. So that's always a call for you to do your own dance, whatever that means in this world. And sometimes what that means is you're going to have to stomp some things out of your life or stomp some things to make them more compact. So if you're spending a lot of time doing XYZ and it's not furthering your cause, okay, then stomp on it and get it smaller. Get it to be a smaller component of your life. And that's what that means. So this again is for Cancer, the Cancer Zodiac Sign. And it can be really easy for Cancers to get us scared, to get us scared, and go right in their shell and shimmy back in there and not come out for forever. That is not balanced, and you've got to get the balance, even if the balance is not perfect, because you can come, Pearl. You can snuggle up with my dog. You can. You'll have to give her a treat though. That's all she responds to. So that's what the story is with that. And I also, for Cancers, I keep hearing that you've got to be more gentle with yourself, gentle with yourself, gentle with yourself. So I really hope that that makes good sense to you, and I hope that you'll do that. Now, I want to say, I'm not hearing that just because of what Stephine said. There's literally something about when you bring back the balance. It's almost like, let's say you decide to flip the situation around, and you're going to flip yourself around. That's awesome. Just don't land on your head, right? Have a soft place that you land all of yourself on. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but there's a gentle to yourself thing that's going on for Cancer, and I hope that's helpful. Okay. All right. So that was the Cancer tarot reading for this week, and now is Gemini. Coyote. Now, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, Gemini, this is your tarot reading for this week. Here's what I'm hearing. This is craziness. Gemini's out there, or with Gemini somewhere significant in your house or wherever. Do you have a secret that you're keeping? A secret that you're considering telling or not telling? You're not sure if you should tell it. You want to, but you don't really, but you know you probably shouldn't. It's not the right time. Coyote is telling me that things will go very badly for you. Very, very, very badly for you if you blab this secret. In fact, you should never ever tell that you knew it to begin with. Ever. Ever. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, having said that, what is going to be helpful to you is, as the coyote, the coyote in the Arc deck is part of the mystery pack. And it's almost like, well, it's not almost like, it is exactly like, you're being asked to be just like a coyote. And what that means is you're going to lurk and you're going to study everything and never let anyone know that you're lurking. Never let anyone know you're information gathering, because you're going to come upon the information that you need to be able to succeed. Something that I could use as a metaphor is, let's say that you have something you want to invent or some kind of business that you want to do. Remember, this is about money. Some kind of way of making money, getting money, and this can even mean if somebody owes you money and you're like, what is it going to take to get this back? Whatever this thing is you have about money, you've got to stay quiet enough and stealthy. Stealthy is the word, stealthy. I have got the perfect story for this. But if you will stay stealthy and shut your mouth, because loose lips sink ships, a phrase that went around during the Second World War, loose lips sink ships, they'll never see you coming. And if you can keep your mouth shut forever, they'll never know it was you. And that makes it sound like you have to be stealthy about an adversary, but it's not even really. It can be about that, but it's also about, there's something about, okay, y'all. Okay, y'all Geminis, there's something about family or friends. The second they know you have extra money, or if they thought you had money, they would be on you like white on rice. They would be on you. And that's not cool. Not cool at all. So something's got to keep you quiet, and I mean quiet. But the other thing that I'm being shown is as much of a trickster as Coyote, as a spirit, totem, and power animal can be. Because if you look this up in your arc book, okay, and here, listen, you guys, let me tell you why I'm all up in my own book and all up in my own cards today. Because I told y'all last week I was quitting, and I was quitting trying to be professional. Okay, not that I don't want to be professional, right? But my crazy over-the-top version of what professional is. And I never want to seem like I'm bragging, and I never want to seem like I'm like hawking my deck and my stuff. But the fact of the matter is, and it's a fact, there isn't another body of work out there that speaks to as many animals as the work that I do with the spirit, totem, and power animals. And no one else does the system that I was downloaded with and told to bring into this world, which is showing people how to work with the animal medicine and energy as a spirit animal, as a totem animal, as a power animal. Okay, this is the most comprehensive work on the subject. So I told y'all I was moving into teaching more heavily. So I'm pulling up Coyote because of this. When you and this is for yourself also, case in point, I am in full-on heifer mode. I have got to get this weight off. That the meds just, like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade balloon. Like Violet from Willy Wonka. Okay? I have an addiction to sugar. I know this. And so the way that I'm psyching myself out about it, I'm using my own weakness. It's not a weakness, but I'm using my own sensitivity as a tool to go through the mental process of choosing not to grab a brownie, not to do this, not to do that, make this choice instead, do this. Because I'm gifting the extra calories and the weight to animals in the world that need it, that don't have enough food. And in doing that, it makes a big difference. I go to reach for something else to eat, and I visualize. I won't share with you what I visualize. I put that stuff back so fast, it's no joke. So if this is somebody that you are, I don't know, like kind of adversarial with or whatever about money or a secret, or even if it's yourself, discover what the sensitivity is, not necessarily weakness, but sensitivity is, and you can work with that to get what you want. But 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 you got to keep your mouth shut. Okay, Coyote. Man, Gemini. I hope you work with Coyote. That's some big. Oh my gosh, y'all. Hello, Gemini's trying to trying to tell Gemini to keep their mouth shut is like herding chickens, but not hurting, but herding them like cattle. You can't herd chickens. You can get them to come when you call them, though. Strangely enough, like the Pied Pipers. So there's something about that. And don't write me and say I was picking on Geminis, because I'm not. I'm just saying that your gift, one of the biggest gifts you guys have, is the gift of communication. It's astounding. But in this moment, you got to be cool. Shh, be quiet. Okay. So next we are with Taurus. This is the Taurus tarot reading for today. And this is about money. You've got Tyrannosaurus Rex inverted, which is in the Moms and Babies deck of the Arc. And when you've got such a powerful animal upside down reversed, that's never good at all. So I would really encourage you to write yourself. Now, normally if you see a Tyrannosaurus Rex, well, let's just look at, and you guys just remember, my book is just one book. I mean, the Arc is just one animal deck, and it's just one tarot deck. There are a gajillion out there. Trust me. I used to own like 600 decks. I've seen the error of my ways, and I've offloaded most of them. But just because mine reads something doesn't make it the gospel. You may resonate with somebody else's description more than mine in that moment, and that's totally cool, right? Okay. So that's Triceratops. Why did this take me to there we go. Okay. It is so what I'm doing is I'm reading through my exact words like I could remember them. And here we go. Here is absolutely what I am told to tell you all. And we just talked about this. We just talked about this, Taurus. Intuitively, I'm told to tell you Taurians, T-Rex didn't fall over on its nose, which is why having an inverted T-Rex is no bueno, because this creature has a slim snout providing binocular vision, which potentially surpassed that of a hawk. And, eyes like a hawk. There's a reason it says that, right? Okay. So that said, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, for as big as it was, and if you look back here, it's really believed at this time that Tyrannosaurus Rex was the largest of the non-avian dinosaurs, which made them pretty dang big. And it could sense low-level vibrations in the environment and had enhanced smell capabilities over long distances, giving T-Rex associations with heightened perception awareness and sensual cues. Not sensual like, hey baby, wink wink, but your senses, all of your senses, right? Okay. So when you start taking a look for what does that mean for Taurus, what that means for Taurus is sometimes people can think that Taurians may not Taurians can not maybe be thought of as the sensitive people that they are, but they're very sensitive. But I will tell you, in teaching, I have yet to teach a Taurian that believes they're psychic. Water signs for sure will come in and be like, yeah, I've got stuff going on. But for whatever reason, the earth signs, Taurus, you know, Capricorn, whatever the other one is, they just don't necessarily believe in their extrasensory perception, their ESP. But you are really being asked to step into that right now, Taurus. Is be big and be bad, just and turn yourself around. Get back up on your feet. If you've been knocked around, falling down, whatever, get back up on your hind legs and get moving. Get moving. And open yourself up to the belief, to the knowledge, to the knowing, to the have the eyes that will see and the ears that will listen, because you're being shown and fed so many messages right now about money, about abundance, about finance, about that you're looking for the hardcore, in your face, obvious stuff. It's a lot more subtle than that. A lot more subtle than that. I got this thing going on right now with a green dragon. I've never, ever, 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 ever gotten dragon from anybody about anything having to do with me, ever. But there's a green dragon thing going on that I am just like, it's haunting me. Everywhere I turn, there are dragons. Someone's talking about a dragon, showing me a dragon. And they're green. Or some form of like a greenish teal or a bluish green. It's truly, truly unbelievable. Okay, that said. All right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful. And now, like this zodiac sign needs any more fire in their chart. Okay, you ready for this? So Aries, this is your tarot reading for this week. Boom! It's the Three of Wands, the rooster. Like Aries needs to be told to rise and shine. But, okay. Oh my gosh. Natalia Vargas, I thank you very much. I thank you so much. It is now perfectly clear to me why dragon and green dragon, which by the way is money. It's the money candle. It's the money, which harkens back to the heart chakra, which is your green chakra, which, you know, why would you do anything that you don't love? Why would you do anything that doesn't come from the heart? But Natalia Vargas writes, the dragon is about protecting future treasure for future generations. Here is what I said to a different person who sent me the green dragon, or who told me they saw me surrounded by green dragon. Okay, listen to this. In a completely different conversation, about 15 minutes before I had that conversation, here's what I said. I love my niece and nephew. They're the only family that when I, cross over to that great animal sanctuary in the sky, of course I'll leave them money. And I will also set up living endowments for animals, and I use those words to protect future generations of animals. Natalia Vargas, I thank you very much. You have been a heaven-sent messenger for me today, as have you all. But wowzers, just wowzers. Holy cow. Hey, Magpie Moonchild, you suck. Stop trolling my channel. I am now sending a big flock of black flies to you. Okay, so Rooster, Aries, here's what I'm going to tell you about that. Here's what, you guys can look up what the Three of Wands is. Let me show you what the artwork is on the traditional Rider Waite Smith tarot card, because the Three of Wands is just, if it doesn't make you smile, you have no soul. So I just love this card. I just love this card. It is about wealth. Yes. It can be about treachery. Okay. But this is about, you've accomplished what you need to accomplish. You're where you need to be. Rise and shine and crow about it, right? Like, crow about it. And it is, there, whatever idea this is you have, whatever tack this is that you want to take, whatever thing that's going on for you, you've been, and this is unusual for Aries, but you've been a little afraid to step out and say, ta-da! But you've got to, because you being in the spotlight. Okay, Aries in the audience. If you're a straight up Aries, if that's your zodiac sign, or you have Aries in significant places in your house, is whatever. True or not true, you want to do something that does bring you money and is also inspirational for other people. True or not true? Jenny, I'm sorry. I didn't see that person before then. You're welcome for blocking her. I'm so sorry. I'm so up in the, I'm living up in the stars and then coming back down to earth to talk to the animals and then going back up to the stars. It's a thing when I do astrology, not astrology, I'm not an astrologer, but it's a thing when I work with zodiac signs. I'm always up in the stars. But here's the thing. Joan Jurish, you're an Aries and you want to do this thing where you want to make money and you want to include inspiring people. Okay. You've got to, you've got to step out into the world and you've got to sparkle and shine just like a rooster would. Throw that head back, crow to the sky, make everybody look at you, make everybody listen to you. And this is this is your path. This is your way. Because when you sparkle and shine like a whole bunch of diamonds, it's not going to be seen as egotistical. People are going to look at you and you're going to dazzle them. It's almost like you're going to hypnotize them, but in such a good way where they really know that will rub off on them. It will give them license to be free. It will give them the confidence and the courage to throw their own head back and crow their own goals and aspirations and their choices that they're making in this world. And by the way, Joan Jurish, do you want to have two businesses? Or do you already have a business and want to have another business? I just keep hearing two for the Aries in the group. Two. There's like two very definite paths of what you're doing. Like two very, very distinct streams of what you're doing. So like I'm a reader, but I also have a publishing company. Now I publish all my own stuff right now, for now. Cock-a-doodle-doo, yes to that too. That's funny. Okay. Joan, man, I wowzers, I really, really, really hope that you will step into this. Okay, and one final card for everybody. Ooh, y'all, I got to go after this. Thank you for hanging in there with me, especially Teapot. Amy seems to have disappeared. But let me just pull one more card. Wow. Okay, y'all, this is for everybody. This is for all zodiac signs. This is for everybody, but remember, this is about money. Zebra. Now, as we talk about here, that when it comes to spirit animal meanings, totem animal meanings, power animal meanings, any animal that's a two-tone animal, but especially if it's black or white, you're very welcome, Joan. The first thing you think of is balance and peace. Panda bear, You know, you get it. Zebra. But this is for everybody. No joke, y'all. This is for everybody. When it comes to money, what you want for money or don't want, you've got to be specific about it. It is either this or it's that. It's either white or it's black. That's it. No subterfuge, no trying to fool yourself, no being shy, no being unconfident, no being fearful. That's it. You either choose this or you don't. Not you even want it, not you either want it or you don't. You either believe in a dream or you don't. You either going to try to make it's not that. You either choose it or you don't. And here's why I'm going to tell you that. It is all fine, well, and good to choose, and I was real clear. Well, I wasn't clear with y'all. I was clear with my class. I think it was class. Class? Maybe class? I don't remember, y'all. Last week was a long time ago. But I said I am choosing to have at least $3 million in the bank by the end of 2022. Now, am I going to tell you guys if I do? For privacy purposes and safety purposes, probably not that blatantly, but I am putting that out there. Now, there are people that will say you should never say things like that out loud. It dilutes the energy. I don't believe that one iota. It's my energy. And I'm in control of my own energy and how much I bring in and how much I let out. I'm in control of that. Okay. Oh, I did tell you. Okay, great. Thank you, Stephine. Okay. This is that same kind of thing. You've got to choose your specifics. But committing to that, be also specific about how you're going to achieve that and how that's going to work out for you. Because for me, I had to back up and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Because the minute I claimed that, so many opportunities, expansive financial opportunities, just like I was going to a buffet, y'all. Like it was the best Chinese or Indian buffet I've ever been to. Okay. And I've been to a few in my day because, you know, I'm Southern. That's what we do. We go to buffets. So when they used to exist, the clean ones. So then I had to go, oh, I need to amend that. I choose to have this in the bank by this time. And also these things, you know, other parameters, and also not be working 70 and 80-hour weeks. No matter how much I love it, because I do, I would work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I love it. But y'all, something's got to give. And I got to sleep sometimes, and I got to take a rest sometimes. So that's what I'm saying is be very careful what you are black and white about, because everything, for every action, there is a reaction. And so you've got to be super specific about your choices, super specific. But I swear to Swanee, y'all, swear to Swanee, there is something going on with the wild pack over the weekend. I bet. And listen, I totally get that nobody really wants to talk about their finances in a chat, like reveal themselves and personal things. But I bet you a dime to a donut, 80% of y'all, if I sat and talked to you, just you and me, and you were comfortable sharing whatever with me, that this whole money thing rooted in you so deeply, deeply, deeply that it just deeply, that's all I can say. So I hope that was helpful, y'all. I do. I love you so much. I will see you Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, I'm going to do a healing day. I feel also like, and we're going to talk about some healing things, and I'll pull some cards for things. So be thinking about your questions for Wednesday, because I am just going to take questions. I'll pull a card here and there for just because I'm going to pull a card, but it's going to be real specific response readings for people that are looking to heal. And whatever that is, whatever, you know, I'll pull a card, we'll see what animal, we'll see what I get psychically, and hopefully that will help you with your healing process, which, by the way, I'm also being told is going to speed up. Like whatever this is that you want to move out of you or move into you, whatever you want to release or whatever you want to integrate, be careful because it's going to be like that. Make sure you're ready for both. So I love you guys very much. What do we always say? Do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild. See you Wednesday, everybody. Bye.